A very hearty good morning to one and all, and welcome to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Ghastly animal, and what a match we have in prospect for you. It's match 25 here between the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricketer, Trust of India, and the Victoria Vipers, sponsored by ID 247. What a game we have in prospect for you here. Both these teams sitting on 6 points. And earlier I went out there to have a look on the pitch conditions that these two teams are going to be vying for today, as well as a toss, and see the outcomes of those. It is match 25 here, and it is a match between the Victoria Vipers and the Strandfontein Saints. It is a vital clash, both these teams sitting on 6 points. But before we get to that, let's look at this pitch. This pitch has got a good covering of grass on it. I think it's going to play better than what it looks. However, it looks like we're going to have something in for the seamers as well as the spinners, because the spinners are trying to get this ball to bounce a little bit more as well. However, the seamers have played their role as well. Outfield is quickening up as this tournament has gone on, so no problems there. It's a little bit cooler than what it was yesterday, so I think the players will enjoy that as well. Now about this toss and the conditions of this game, a vital clash. Both teams on 6 points. One of them could book their place into the playoffs for sure here today. Vipers, they've still got one more game left, which is tomorrow against the Blasters, and that also is a very important clash. But for this, it's a very must-win game for the Saints if they have any chance of trying to get into the playoffs on their own steam, that is. If they lose it, they might still have to wait for some people tomorrow to see what the outcome is going to be. So let's go over to that toss and see the outcomes of that. Here we are at match 25. It is a vital clash here between the Victoria Vipers and their captain Mahmoud Peterson. He's here, as well as the Strandfontein Saints and their captain Keenan Mitchell. He's also here. The umpires, who are sponsored by Golf Ticket, they are also here. It is a vital clash. Both these teams on 6 points. In essence, one of them could potentially book their place in the playoffs. I'm going to ask Mahmoud if you can get the coin there off umpire Harrison. And then if you can toss the coin. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Well, Mr. Mitchell, what have you decided to do?
We can have a ball first.
Well, it looks a little bit like it could be something in this pitch early doors.
Yeah, hopefully our seamers can do a job for us. Also, obviously, net runner comes into play, so hopefully we can chase the score down quickly.
Yeah, well, you guys are both sitting on 6 points. This is your final encounter. You boys basically have to win this and win this well.
Yeah, must-win game, and the boys know that.
Did you bring in the big guns today?
Yeah, we have 6 changes for today, so hopefully they can do the job for us.
Well, go well today.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Mahmoud, you lost a toss. You in there for the bat, and let me ask, would you have probably batted or bowled first in this one?
We would have looked to bowl as well, but it is what it is. You have to do both aspects of the game.
Well, the history of this tournament has suggested that teams that do bat well and they post something half reasonable, they got a chance to have scoreboard pressure.
Yeah, scoreboard pressure seems to be extremely vital in this tournament. But look, we have to change the pattern, we have to change the routine, and it all starts in our minds.
Yeah, you guys have really rolled off well. A win for you guys will book your place in there with the game to come.
Yeah, look, obviously we're setting high standards, so we're looking to get 2 out of 2 and hopefully book that final spot. Yeah.
Go well today.
Thank you very much.
That is the news here at the toss. It is the Saints that have won the toss, and they've elected to have a bowl first. And that was the toss result there. The Strandfontein Saints, they winning the toss and electing to field. My name is Eugene Molim, and with me it is James Keane, the Cape Fox. And we have got so much to get through before we even walk onto the pitch, Cape Fox. I don't even know where to start, but let's start by saying welcome to this match 25, and what a match in prospect.
Yeah, it is going to be a crucial match for both of these teams. And whoever wins is in pole position, as you can see from that log, to get into those playoffs. They're both on 6 points. The Vipers have a slight advantage in that they've got 2 games to go. This is last chance saloon for the Saints, though. They have to win today.
Yeah, one feel that they have to. And if they don't, it's still not out of the equation for them to get through to the playoffs. Can you believe it? It's all going to come down to that net run rate on the right-hand column. And we spoke about that net run rate from day one, and teams had to think about that even at the outset. When you're in a winning position, you have to win well. And I think that is where it's going to come to. I think Durbanville, they have booked themselves into the qualifier one. Tygerberg, they're still going to be looking over their shoulder a little bit. The only person that potentially could go past them are the Vipers.
Yeah, and that is going to require from the Vipers to win both of their last 2 games to just get to those 10 points. And then with their net run rate currently at that 0.95, you would think that 2 wins would put them ahead then of the Tigers. So all these different options that are available in terms of this or outcomes, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens.
I can't keep up with all these permutations, let me tell you. Let's not forget about the Strikers. They've also got 2 games still to go, and they could sneak their way into the playoffs. We see them in a game that follows this one later today, but I mean, what a game in prospect as well. I'm going to bring Kasif in here. 3rd v 4th. Before I do that, they're the 2 teams there, and the teams that have been sort of settled for the Vipers as well. They've been sort of having this sort of consistent team. But the team on the right, we talk about big guns. They brought in their big guns and more.
They have indeed got Kai Curran back, who was for a long time on the top of the run-scoring stakes. They've got Joshua Chippendale in there. They've brought in Ishmael Prince, so you've got some really good players that have come back into the team. And Kai Curran was saying to me before the match, he was saying that they've had a couple of games where they haven't got over the line. They're really looking forward to today's clash.
They're the 2 men in their rosy red. They are sponsored by Golf Ticket. The umpires making their way out. And they're followed by the batters and then the team. Kasif, what's your thoughts here? 3rd v 4th. I mean, it's all to play for.
थैंक्स यूजीन मॉर्निंग एवरीवन देखें आज का जो मैच है बहुत ही अच्छा होने वाला है एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मैच इन दोनों टीम्स के लिए उसके लिए अगर ये मैच अगर ये जीते हैं विक्टोरिया वाले तो सीधा एटलीस्ट दे कैन क्वालिफाई फॉर द क्वालिफायर्स लेकिन अभी भी चांस है बॉटम टीम्स के लिए सोलोमन्स के लिए और टाइगर्स के लिए चांसेस हैं एवरीवन अभी 6 टीमें हैं क्वालिफाई अराउंड खेलने के लिए तो आज का मैच बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है.
Well, we know 2 teams that are in the playoffs. We know 1 team that's in the qualifier. That is Dynamos. The Tigers, they are definitely in the playoffs. We're not sure whether it's going to be the qualifier or the eliminator. I mean, what a T10 competition we're having here. And well done to TARS 777 to presenting this beautiful competition here. And it looks like we're going to be starting off from the TARS 777 and it is the man with the number 20 on his shirt, Gavin Dickinson. By the looks of it, he's going to be starting out there. And we've seen this ball swing at times. We have also seen the ball not swing. We've definitely seen the ball seam. I mean, what can we expect today? My first goal or look at that, if you look at the numbers here, Fahad Khan averaging at 34 and striking at 125. He's a good player, and I would like to get him to really set the tone here for Victoria. But I just feel that ball might skid on a little bit quicker. I know it looks soft. We both said that at the start. It's got good grass covering. But with this new ball and the lacquer on it, it might just zip through a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think, Eugene, certainly there's an opportunity for that, particularly with the grass covering on that pitch. It really has got a lovely grass covering on it, a little bit soft underneath, so it might not bounce as much as the batting team would expect first up.
Yeah, that's Gavin Dickinson. He's only had 1 outing, and I'm sure he doesn't want anything to do with that economy rate of 10.5. He's going to be bowling here to Sammy van Wyk. First ball up in this very, very important match. Match 25 of the Stars 777 presents Stars Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Castly animal. And why don't we go out there and let these boys showcase some skills? Oh, first ball up and first ball gone. First ball up and first ball gone. And that is the danger man. Sammy van Wyk has got to go. And look how jubilant these boys are here.
Well, what a surprise that is. It's just seemed like an innocuous delivery that fully pitched outside the off stump. He just comes across, plays the half volley straight into the hands of mid-on.
And there you have it. Simple game this.
Yeah, very easy game.
Eugene, you can't be playing like that. ऐसे क्या पहला बॉल आप फेस कर रहे हैं, आप देखें पहले पिच कंडीशन को आप देखें, उसके बाद आप खेलने की कोशिश करें, लेकिन पहला ही बॉल ऐसा लग रहा था कि बैट भी घूमा उनके हाथ में.
Tomlinson, he's now making his way out, and he is a good player. This guy, he sort of bats long innings. He's yet to make his mark here in this tournament, but he can play, and I think the innings will probably revolve around this guy here, but a lot of emphasis now is going to be placed on Fawad Khan with the loss of that wicket first ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to make sure, I mean, wickets lost in the power play is so difficult then for the team that's batting to get on top. You just feel that you don't want to lose any more wickets. You're a bit more tentative perhaps, and that really is not the kind of start the Vipers would have wanted at all.
देखिए यूजिन ब्रांड न्यू पिच है और थर्सडे को जब मैं यहाँ पे था इट लुक्स द सेम पिच गिवन व्हाट अ स्टार्ट बहुत ही अच्छा स्टार्ट इनकी तरफ से एक मरतबा फिर लेंथ पे बॉल गिरी न्यू बैट्समैन एडम
There was that little nip just back into Tomlinson, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there's something in it here for the bowlers, definitely. And so you reckon already that the Saints' decision to bowl first has been justified just with the first delivery of the day.
Oh, first two, happy days. Wicket first ball, dot ball second. Thank you for coming. I mean, there he goes. There he goes. I mean, it doesn't wait long for him. I think it's horns. It is horns.
Well, there we go. Just picks this one up, and there's the tennis ball bounce you were talking about. Just you pitch it short, you're going to travel.
Can't bowl there, can you? Cape Fox, you cannot bowl there. Tomlinson, he's a good player, folks.
देखिए यूजिन अगर इस पेस के साथ आप बैक ऑफ लेंथ बॉल करेंगे तो आपको बॉल फेस करना होगा आउट ऑफ द बाउंड्री.
Has that brought about a change in the field? No, there's a sweep on the off. They got third man here in place, and any bowled the ball that's short that could be pulled away to the leg side. It's not the formula you want. Just looking again, and I'm sure that ball could have gone as well. That ball could have gone as well, Cape Fox.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it was very much the same kind of delivery. And he didn't need too much of a sighter, did he, Tomlinson there? But we've seen everything so far in this over.
देखिए जेम्स ऐसा लग रहा था टू माइंडेड है वहाँ पे क्योंकि ये बॉल भी हिट लग सकता था कहीं पे भी.
Yeah, they have got that protection out there on that deep square boundary now.
That is excellent cricket then. Just turns it through into that vacant square leg position where the man was shifted to the boundary. So one ball to go. Steady start. Although a good start in terms of wickets there for the Saints.
बहुत ही अच्छा स्टार्ट गेवन की जानिब स्टैंडफंटेन सेंस के बॉलर हैं बहुत ही अच्छे और एक्सपीरियंस बॉलर हैं गेवन.
Now you were saying there, Eugene, I mean, this man Fawad Khan, he can really bat. He's shown already in the tournament that he's got that ability.
Yeah, very straight there and a very, very quiet start by him, but 7 off the first over. Was it 7? Yeah, yep. 7 off the first over. 1 wicket gone, that of Sammy van Wyk. And again, thanks to all our team sponsors. We see at the bottom there, Billy, 777. Cricket, Trust of India, D247. ID 247, JSK1, WinFib 247, World 777, and Golden 444, as well as our umpire sponsors, Golf Ticket, and our associate sponsor, Wolf 777. And thanks again to our main sponsor, Taj 777.
देखिए यूजिन, यहाँ पे मैं शामी की विकेट की बात करूंगा. अर्ली ऑन ब्रांड न्यू पिच है, मॉइस्चर भी है पिच में, पहला बॉल आप फेस कर रहे हैं. आप पहले पिच की कंडीशन को देख लें, एक बॉल दो बॉल पहले चेक कर लें, उसके बाद हिट लगा लें आप. लेकिन बहुत ही खराब शॉट का उनकी जानिब से.
Well, here's an interesting move by the Saints. Kai Curran, the leg spinner, bowling the second over. We inside the power play, folks.
Yeah, he's the man who took 4 wickets in 4 balls. And in the last over of the game, one of the games that he played in, and it's going to be very interesting to see if he does get some kind of purchase on this surface.
Yeah, I could never understand why they take the white off the elbows when they got white on their chest. I mean, really now. But anyway, such is life. We move on.
That's a phenomenal score, mister.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I mean, where do you want to hit that?
Good work, Kai.
Yeah, well, certainly if you're going to try and play across the line to that, you could find yourself in trouble.
Oh, that's 2 balls that he should have been put away for there, but it's 2 dot balls. And leg spinners love this. They just love dot balls, even though they bowl 2 very, very unorthodox or sort of not the best of deliveries, we should say. Oh, gonna run through for a quick one now, and now Fahad Khan's going to be on strike. Did you say that's 3 balls he got away with?
I think so. He certainly got away with the first 2. And third one was give it a little bit more air. Certainly wasn't a half tracker. You just sense that if he does pitch it short again, he might travel.
Catch it, no one.
It's just chipped in the air. Dear, oh dear, I think they're getting away with an over here. The Saints are definitely getting away with an over. Only 2 runs conceded here by Kai Curran. 2 balls to go. It's just going to be 1 again. I mean, this is gold dust here for the Saints.
Yeah, completely. It's really is it's a good over. You just sense though that wicket off the first ball has just made them a little bit more tentative, the batters.
Oh yes, please. Yes, Kai Curran.
What an over. Stolen, I will say, there by the Saints. I mean, they're not living by their name here. I mean, they're like a thief in the night here, the Saints, getting that second over done and dusted for just 3 runs.
यूजिन, बहुत ही क्वाइट ओवर था विक्टोरिया की जानिब से. देखें कीनन उन्होंने अच्छा रीड किया विस के बैट्समैनों को और समझते हैं कि शायद ये स्ट्रगल होगा स्पिन के आगे अर्ली ऑन.
Oh, I'm not sure what to make of this so far. The Cape Fox, it looks like this is going to be Kluti to come on to bowl here. Yeah, Ezra Kluti coming on from the TAR 777. And now, he's not a man with great pace. Now, is this a chance here for the Vipers maybe to really set or play with intent to set themselves to maybe go after this over to really give themselves a half-decent power play?
He's got 2 men outside the ring on the offside, so it shouldn't be anywhere leg side, and it isn't.
Oh, what a stop that was. The Saints, they are up for this. That was an excellent stop at extra cover. It was creamed, but excellent stuff.
Brilliant stuff in the field to back up your bowlers. It was absolutely outstanding, that Ishmael Prince in the covers there. What a dive and what a stop. That had 4 written all over it.
Yeah, he got across very quickly. He's a keeper normally. There, it's up in the air. This is going to be Kai Curran's catch. And that is Fahad Khan that has to depart the scene here now.
बहुत ही अच्छा फील्डर काई करन सीधा इनके हाथ में. फहद खान ट्राई कर रहे थे क्रॉस ऑफ द लाइन और सीधा काई करन के हाथों में इजी कैच और एक another wicket Vipers की जानब से 11 for 2.
just when you think they can go after someone, I just felt he just lost his shape there at all.
Yeah.
Excellent catch, though, by Kai Curran, but it's just another bowler. Innocuous, just comes out, hits a line, hits a length, and the batters feel, no, we can get after him, but you still got to be executing your shots very correctly here in these conditions.
Eugene, as you said, just not set properly at all to play that shot where he really wanted to play it, and as a result, we've seen that so many times that the ball just goes up into the air.
I'm going to save you, Kasif. Rana's walking to the crease here, and we're going to let you not say anything because the men in green will be eyeing you up all the time, because the last time you built this guy up, you built him up to something so magnificent that he just missed the ball and got bowled.
यूजीन राना इमरान नए बैट्समैन विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की जानिब से बहुत ही अच्छे और एक्सपीरियंस बैट्समैन हैं. इनको चार्ज लेना होगा यहाँ पे, और देखें इनिंग्स को बॉल भी करना होगा यहाँ पे.
I warned you, Kasif. I warned you. The guys are going to give you the eyes.
देखें 2 early wickets वाइपर्स की जानिब राना इमरान, जैसे कि मैंने बोला कि काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस बैट्समैन हैं और इनको अपने इर्द गिर्द इनिंग को बिल्ड करना होगा.
There you have it, folks. That's the build-up there by Kasif. It's got nothing to do with me, Huge Molian, and the Cape Fox. So we see how Rana goes here.
Yeah, really are in a spot of bother at the moment. The Vipers need these two to stay together for, you think, at least the next 5 or 6 overs.
Again, that's a good start. Went Fuller there. Rana gets off the mark. Yeah, he's going to be playing his shots. You can be guaranteed of that. He doesn't like dot balls. It's just, what can the Vipers get out of him? Now, Tomlinson, you've got a role to play now. You've got to see it through. How do you play the last 3 balls of this power play?
Well, you are looking for it. If the ball's there to be hit, you try and hit it, but perhaps not up in the air.
Oh, well, that's up in the air, Cape Fox, and that's going to go over. That's going to go over for the boundary. And that is the first 4, I should say, of the innings.
Yes, well, there we go. He managed to get it up and over the man in the inner ring, but he didn't get all of it either.
You said there, if a ball's there still to be hit, you've got to take it and take advantage of it. And I think this is where his experience is going to come in here. He's got a good job to do. He's got a big job to do for the Vipers. Oh, he looked down. He looked down onto the right, but the ball went all to the left. The ball went to the right. All in all, it's all done safely. Another run.
Yeah, they're not going to be worried about where they come from at the moment, as long as they're getting the runs ticking over. The important thing in this over as well, no dot balls except for the wicket. You've got to keep that scoreboard ticking.
Well, that is the power play done and dusted, folks. Cape Fox 17 for 2. That is slightly below where the average is for that first power play, but we've seen team accelerate as well.
Yeah, I think you're looking at that, though. The overs from all 3 of the bowlers so far have been exceptional, and you're right. I think the Saints are really counting their blessings more than anything else here, that Kai Curran didn't go for more than 3 in his over.
Well, he's going to be bowling his second over with the field spread far and wide. There's Jason. Hi, Jason. That's the power play, done and dusted. Now then, field spread far as the eye can see here. Only the 4 men in the ring. Fine leg, third man point, extra cover. Those are the 4 men in. For the rest of the 5 of them, they are scattered, all on the boundary.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this over. See exactly how the Vipers are going to approach it.
Oh, so good, Kai.
There's not going to be 2 with Rana out there. So he's going to be on strike now. Now, this is something that he needs to do. He needs to set himself a little bit better here, Rana, and just strike the ball a little bit straighter. He's got great leverage. Oh, no, he's decided he's going to go against the straight version and just fly that across to the onside.
Oh, Dickinson.
Yeah, living dangerously at the moment. It's coming off. So far, didn't get any of that though, really.
Still feel he should be looking straight there, Cape Fox. He must be looking straight. There's another one looking to the leg side, but they managed to get an edge. What's the running like? What is the running like? Here he comes, back he comes. Tomlinson! I think they're going to go. Oh, Wilma Jones, hope you've had your coffee because we're coming straight to you for a decision to be made for a run out.
But you must throw the ball. The fuck you throwing darts here?
Smallest box I've ever seen Shotgun Harrison do here. But there we have it. Decision pending. Oh dear. Oh dear, man. Get your slide in.
It's a gun arm now.
Oh no. He's going to be short.
Yeah, and that should be an easy decision for umpire Wilma Jones to make.
Just needs to see where the bail comes off, though. That is the only thing that needs to be seen here. I think Wilma Jones is asking the correct questions here because we just need to see at what point that bail is off. It does look like it's short. That's the only thing for me, Cape Fox, that needs to be decided here.
You want to see if she can have a look from the forward side. Yeah, that is the angle that might help. In fact, from the other end would be the best if they can see it. But she's going to have a difficult one here, I think.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't miss. Yeah, and the decision is out, and that is the correct decision, most definitely, from what we could see as well here in the commentary box, and that just couldn't get back for the two.
No, they couldn't get there, and that's a big wicket again. Tomlinson, he's got to go. And now the captain, Mahmoud Peterson, he comes in, and he's got an important part to play.
Yeah, you just sense this now, as we are only in the fourth over, they've still got to build an innings here and get to some kind of total that they might even think they could defend. But Strandfontein Saints well on top at the moment.
And again, James, early on, अभी पावर प्ले खत्म हुआ है. आपको इनिंग्स बॉल करनी होगी यहाँ पे, पार्टनरशिप बनानी होगी यहाँ पे, और दोनों बैट्समैन एक्सपीरियंस बैट्समैन है, राना इमरान और महमूद, नए बैट्समैन क्रीज पे, तो पार्टनरशिप बॉल करनी होगी यहाँ पे.
That's two, Mahmoud.
Yeah, they'll certainly be hoping that these two can take them through a number of overs and just keep that scoreboard ticking along. The important thing now is just to keep the runs going, Eugene.
Yeah, and that's what they got to find a way. And if we be looking at what the average scores are again, Kai Curran still bowling here. That is clipped away. It's going to be one. Pretty very, very unconventionally stopped that. Might have spun a little bit. No, he might have done himself a little bit of mischief there. Oh,
yeah, it's like his knee or something that he went down on, just hobbling around a little bit.
Extremely. So we're just going to have a little bit of a wait here. He's still got an over to bowl.
Yeah, and they may well be looking at replacing him. Not sure.
Oh, and he's down now. He is down, folks. Oh, I hope he hasn't done himself a mischief there. And it might have looked a little bit innocuous, but he's doing his ankle. I don't think I should. I will not be doing that. I'm not sure what Mitchell is doing there. But if you got a sore ankle, that's definitely one thing that I will not be doing.
Just trying to loosen that joint. The foot might come off in his hand just now. You never know.
What's he doing?
Well, I don't know. There we go. He's running it off, as they would say in the football parlance. No, you're not quite doing that at the moment. He looks really in trouble, as Ezra Clutie.
No, his head is definitely... Oh, no. I mean, what... I mean, it looks like he twisted his ankle a little bit. He just can't put any weight on it. But then your captain comes and gives it the old rigor. Let's just wring it out. I mean, you don't do that to an ankle, surely.
I would have thought the most important thing would be to just assess it and then see if he couldn't perhaps get some ice on it out there, or not even out there, but if he could come off the field. But I don't think they have any reserves here with them to put a 12th man out on the field.
I'm not sure. Not sure, but he's going to brave it out. He is braving it out there.
I mean, if you're Ezra Klutzer, maybe now would be a good time to have a slip-in position.
Well, I mean, I would just be hitting the ball either side of him there.
Yeah.
Well, all in all, there's still 2 balls left. And again, an over that's only gone for 3 runs from Kai Curran. Can you add him and even? Just plowed onto the offside there by Rana.
Yeah, playing that one off the middle stump. It has been quite something, this bowling display from Kai Curran. Not really what we were expected. He's not regarded as a frontline bowler at all.
Get it! Oh, no, I don't get it.
Managed to try and hit that onto the onside. Mahmoud is trying. Rana's not going to come back for that. Well, that's going to conclude this over. 2 overs done and dusted there for Kai Curran. And he's only conceded 8, maybe 9 runs. And what a 2-over spell that was, Cape Fox. And, well, I think this is a good chance for us just to carry our thoughts for and over. We can ask Kasif to take us through this over number 5, to take us to that golf ticket strategic timeout.
देखिए यूजिन थैंक्स काय करन फ्रंटलाइन बॉलर नहीं है, हार्ड टाइम बॉलर लेगी. आई मीन क्या बोनस मिला है सेंस को. के स्पॉन्सर ऑन द स्क्रीन आप देख सकते हैं. नए बॉलर सेंस की जानिब से क्रिश्चियन स्पिन डालने आए हैं अभी.
Gotta work hard here, Choppy. He's gonna look for the reverse lap. It's 1 to you anyways. Max is 5 regardless.
क्रिश्चियन बॉल एक दफा फिर. महमूद स्ट्रेट टू द फील्डर. क्या होगा? वाओ, एक मरतबा फिर रन आउट चांस. राना इमरान इस मरतबा रन आउट में इन्वॉल्व. देखें अभी क्या होगा यहाँ पे. क्या ये क्रीज पा करे? डिसीजन पेंडिंग. देखें क्या ये राना इमरान सेफली होम थे. क्या ये सेफली? नहीं, बहुत ही लेजी रनिंग राना इमरान की जानिब से, और ये इजी रन आउट होगा. क्या कर रहे हैं विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बैट्समैन? 2 रन आउट इन द इनिंग. दोनों ही एक्सपीरियंस बैट्समैन महमूद एंड राना इमरान को यहाँ पे पार्टनरशिप बॉल करनी चाहिए थी. रन आउट हुए. क्विक सिंगल लेने जा रहे थे वहाँ पे. रन आउट होके पवेलियन की जानब राना इमरान. नए बैट्समैन आए हैं अहमद बयोमी. अहमद बियोमी लेकिन अच्छा हिट लगा लेते हैं, लेकिन अभी इस वक्त विक्टोरिया वापस को एक बड़ी पार्टनरशिप चाहिए और इनको चाहिए अपने कैप्टन का साथ दें. मैं कैप्टन महमूद का, और ओवर ख़त्म करके आए एट द एंड. नया ब्रांड न्यू विकेट था. मॉइस्चर भी है उसमें, बॉलर्स को थोड़ा हेल्प भी मिल रही है. अर्ली ऑन Christian.
Oh, Chrissy!
बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग क्रिश्चियन की जानिब से.
You have to bowl that in English.
ऐसा लग रहा है काफी स्पिन भी मिल रहा है बॉलर्स को वहां पे. बॉल स्पिन हो रही है, बाउंस भी हो रही है. लेग की जानिब सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में. वाओ, एक मरतबा फिर डायरेक्ट हिट.
We have to check. We must use the technology while we got it. We don't get this in club cricket. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But I didn't want you to steal all the limelight.
Oh, he made it.
Not Adam.
बहुत ही अच्छा ओवर क्रिश्चियन की जानिब से. हो, एक मरतबा फिर अहमद बेयूमी. जितना जल्दी होगा इनको चार्ज करना होगा. यहाँ पे शॉट्स क्लियर करनी होगी, गैप्स ढूंढना होगा.
Oh, Chrissy. Oh, Chrissy.
मतलब फिर सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में एक ही रन आएगा. यहाँ पे 5 बॉल.
So good, Chrissy.
काफी क्वाइट ओवर. एक विकेट भी आया है इसमें. 3
So
रन.
good, you're the boys in blue.
5वां ओवर जारी है इस इनिंग का. 4 विकेट्स डाउन वाइपर्स की जानिब से. 26 रन. इनसाइड एज द पैच. और इसी के साथ ही 5 ओवर का इख्तिताम पर हाफ टाइम गल्फ टिकट से टीचिक टाइम आउट.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी. अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ. ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई. आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं. जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल. अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ. गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स. और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है. आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में. बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए. अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ.
And that is the second match on here today. Here, starting at 1:30 p.m. local times, a match between the Strandfontein Knights, sponsored by World 777. They're up against the Solomon Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. That game holds a big, big key there for the Strikers. They could maybe find themselves in the playoff with a couple of wins. But for now, the Cape Fox, what type of game do we have in front of us here? I mean, this game has had everything so far, but in terms of runs, we're yet to have that, and it has been a coach's nightmare. 2 run-outs, and then potentially 4 really soft wickets as well.
Yeah, it's been very difficult. You would feel for the Vipers, they've not been able to put any kind of partnerships together. Lost a wicket off the first ball, the running between the wickets, the calling. Just the choices have not been great, as we see Moodley coming in with his spin.
Oh, don't run past it.
Yeah, that's just going to be what. Oh, no. That is to the injured man there, Ezra Kluti. He's definitely in a little bit of pain there, but what?
Yeah, he really is in trouble there, Ezra Kluti. Very difficult for him, and that's got to be an area you would think that the batting team will be targeting now.
Sit down the ground a little bit.
Easy, like that, easy.
But I prefer Bayumi hitting in front to square a lot more. He's a big, strong man. I just feel sometimes he likes to play across the line a little bit. Now, Mahmoud Peterson, though, he might sweep and reverse sweep. You saw him play a very good innings not so long ago.
Yeah, the captain's got it all to do here in the last 5 overs.
Oh, Rudy!
Oh.
I missed everything, Eugene.
It's going to be 2, and still he's out there. And I'm not altogether sure with an off-spinner bowling where the ball is turning towards the onside to have one of your men who is carrying a little bit of an injury on the onside.
I would agree. I'd rather put him in somewhere there, maybe put him in at extra cover.
There he is. That ball is swept onto the onside.
Yeah, it's exactly as you said, Eugene. Mahmoud Peterson is a man of shorter stature. He has got the shots, and you can see Bayumi the other end. Man probably got the power to be able to hit that ball out over the boundary.
Catch it.
Oh, that's going to go up here straight to Chippy. And that is Bayumi that's got to go now. And it's 5 down. 5 wickets down now for the Vipers. The Saints, they are marching here.
देखें यूजिन एक मरतबा फिर सॉफ्ट डिसमिसल अहमद ट्राई किया वहाँ पे शॉट लगाने के लिए सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे सेंस के कैप्टन ने बहुत अच्छा विकेट को रीड किया है और स्पिन में उनको काफ़ी हेल्प भी मिली है वहाँ पे नए बैट्समैन ऑलराउंडर वली खान आए हैं क्रीज पर अभी और अच्छी हिट भी लगा लेते हैं लेकिन एट द मोमेंट उन्होंने उनको थोड़ा सा पार्टनरशिप बिल्ड करना होगा अपने कैप्टन के साथ
Yeah, Wally Khan's got a big job to do here. He's coming to the crease with his captain. We've still got over 4 overs left in the innings to build something here. What can he do?
You know what's in my mind there, K-Foss. I mean, we've done this so many times together. I just don't know. The coach, Sadiq, he's not going to be at all happy with the performance by the boys so far here. It's been very much, let's just say, lackluster at times, maybe not up there what we've seen them give in this tournament. And let's not forget, yes, they've got a game as well tomorrow, but they want to put it to bed here today and get into that playoffs. I mean, if they won today and won well, they would have gone straight into the qualifier. We're not saying it's done and dusted by all means, folks. It's just calling it as we see this first 5.5 overs and how that has gone.
Yeah, I mean, both sides still have to bat on the surface, but you just sense that a target of somewhere around 60, which is what they're looking like getting, is not going to be really enough against this very strong-looking Saints batting lineup.
Oh, sorry.
It's over.
Yeah, I think that delivery says it all in terms of what's been happening with the Vipers today. Just there, Wally Khan not able to get bat on ball, nearly bowled him, and they can't afford to lose another wicket now.
No, they can't, and look at those numbers there. The first 2, they didn't contribute as much. Then Tomlinson, he got a little bit of a start there, and he just couldn't get going again. But for the rest, it's just telephone numbers so far. Nobody really getting anything going. And it's all been up there for the Saints. Look at those economy figures there. I mean, 2 men going at 7s, and then for the rest of them, it's 3, 4.5, and 4s. I mean, that is well set across. But they've got to find an over from somewhere because Ezra Kluti, he's not going to be bowling again. And they're throwing the ball to the keeper, Ismail Prince.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Ismail Prince, brother of Mikael Prince, who keeps wicket for the Auto Investments Dragons up in the northwest. And I haven't seen him bowl before, so it should be interesting.
Bit of advertising there, James. I can hear you. Very good. That is just guided down. I'm trying to see where Ezra Kluti's feeling at this stage. Is that short fine leg?
It's like fine leg is... oh, yeah. Yeah, they've hidden him here again at short fine leg. I don't know if you can hide him anywhere, though.
I was about to say, you said hiding them. You can't hide anyone in any format of the game anymore.
Youngster Ismail.
Is that the first extra? Is that the first extra ball?
It is the first extra ball, yeah, I think so. First extra is confirmed by the scorers, so it's been a really very disciplined bowling performance as well by the Saints.
Wally Khan.
Use Wally Khan.
देखें बहुत ही अच्छा स्ट्राइक करते हैं वली खान और देखें पहला ही बॉल और मिड ऑफ की जानिब लंबा छक्का वली खान की जानिब से.
I think that was a picture there of the dove that it hit on the way up and over.
Oh, I mean, he would not have been happy with that, and then the fielder catching it. But anyway, Wally Khan, 6.
देखें जेम्स जैसे आप बोल रहे थे कि अगर ये विक्टोरिया की जीत होती यहाँ पे तो सीधा क्वालिफाई पे आप खत्म कर सकते थे वहाँ पे लीडिंग बोर्ड पे. इस्माइल प्रिंस एक मरतबा फिर.
Well, this is a ball, slower ball. This is up in the air. Oh, and he's dropped it. He has dropped it. That is the bowler with the number 23 on his shirt.
Tariq Moodley, it is. It's not been able to take that, and he just was never really set underneath it. Going back, it's not easy when they're up in the air like that.
It's a wide ball, and I could never understand it. And it's easy enough for me to say it now and just coaching and stuff. But why do people not run sideways for that? Why do people like to backpedal? Because if you do get it wrong, you're going to put a dive in. However, if you're sideways, you move a lot quicker running sideways. That is up in the air. Oh, fielder, another chance, another chance. And he's got to go, and that's the end of Wally Khan. He got the ball he wanted, but that was up in the air. But that's a good steepling catch there.
Yeah, really well taken in the deep. It was the ball that he wanted. He just did not get all of it, unfortunately for him. And it goes to the man at deep backward square. He made some good ground. He settled himself well and just managed to hold on. And that's what counts.
देखें यूजीन जैसा मैं बोल रहा था अच्छा स्ट्राइक करते हैं वली खान को लेकिन थोड़ा सा समझदारी के साथ यहाँ पे इनको खेलना पड़ता था लेकिन बहुत ही अच्छी शानदार बॉलिंग प्रिंस की जानिब से.
Jerry Messina, brother of Jimmy, he's coming out there to the middle. He has batted, but he hasn't got anything in the positives in that. So just shows the big ass in front of him here. Mahmoud Peterson, the captain, you have got it all to do now.
And he's just been stranded at the other end. Mahmoud Peterson really hasn't had very much of the strike. It's a 5 off 8 for him. And 6 down now. The Vipers are in a lot of trouble. At least they won't have the ignominy of having the lowest score.
No, we've gone past that. And with the amount of overs still left, there's still plenty to come. However, it is all about the playoffs, folks, in this match. It is about the playoffs. A win for the Saints, they will book their place. A win for the Vipers. Oh, and the keeper's doing the job here, Ismail Prince. As I said, a win for the Vipers will more than certainly get them up there. Win for the Saints will do that as well. However, if the Vipers don't do the job today, they still got a chance tomorrow. Oh, it's just clipped in. The umpire, apologies, the captain says no, and that is 7 overs gone. 43 for 6.
देखें यूजीन अगर इस ओवर की बात करें काफ़ी मिक्सअप ओवर था ये यंगस्टर प्रिंस बहुत ही अच्छा बैटर वली खान की जानिब से भी लेकिन उनको छक्का लगने के बाद इतना अंडर प्रेशर में नहीं आया वो वहाँ पे और दूसरी ही बॉल पे उन्होंने स्लो बॉल किया और वहाँ पे चांस भी मिला था एंड गुड कम बैक इस्माइल की जानिब से
Moodley, he's going to be bowling his second and final over, and it looks like they have told Ezra Kluti, listen here, can you go to short third man now, please, and just graze over there. They've just got to get through 3 overs here in the field.
You certainly feel for him hobbling out there. And so it's Moodley away from us now.
Oh, and that has gone. Has it gone almost over the stumps? Ooh. Well, it's not even Ezra. It's not even Ezra Kluti that's there. It's another fielder. That's Liam Philander. Now he's sort of pointing to his ankle. I mean, nobody wants to be fielding there at short fine leg.
No, it certainly is a bogey position for the Saints at the moment. 44 for 6. They've got it all to do. Have the Vipers just to get some kind of respectable total on the board.
Let's head out here where Chippy Chippendale will do the fielding. He's got a gun arm. There you see it.
Yeah, quick to the ball as well, preventing any thought of a second, if they had any thought of that at all. And just the pattern we've seen here, though, Eugene, with the wickets, when wickets are lost and the guys feel scoreboard pressure.
Here's a ball being swept. This time, fine leg does his job. I mean, I would love to be a stump mic at the minute, listening to Rory O'Brien behind there. He's not short of words. He's Rory O'Brien, the keeper there for the Saints. It's like most keepers, aren't they?
I think so, yeah. No, they don't. There's some that are absolutely classic, of course.
There are a few. There are a good few. There are also a few that should rather just stick to keeping. Oh, that's up in the air. It's not going to get there. That ball's going to spin, youngster. No, I'm done. Just the one.
It all seems very quiet out there, though, doesn't it? Not much animation from the men from the Saints, but also it's no real applause coming from to the right of us for the men from the Vipers either.
That is swept again. I don't think they've realized that actually Ezra Kluti is now at short third man. They still think he's fielding there at short fine leg. Well, last ball of the 8th. That's again going that way to the onside. He's being very busy there, Liam Philander. Let's wait for shotgun Harrison. He gives that as buys. That goes against Rory O'Brien. But 8 overs done and dusted here. 49 for 6.
यूजिन अगर बॉलिंग की बात करें तो काफ़ी शानदार बॉलिंग सेंस की जानिब से और जैसे उनके स्पिनर ने जैसे रिस्पांस दिया है बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक उनकी जानिब से स्पिन की जानिब से उनको काफ़ी हेल्प भी मिला है स्पिनर्स को
Well, from what I gathered from that, there's a lot of spinners been used. We have yet to see any spinners from the Vipers when they've played. And does that hold the key?
Well, you look at the figures for the 3 spinners that have been used, and they're not going at more than 4.5 and over. And that is about the rate that the team's going at. They're just going at just over 6 and over off their 8 overs so far. So that projected score is 61. The way it's been going, not unlikely to be there. It's going to need some very, very calculated and firm blows to get them into a target of anywhere near 70.
That is clipped again. That's going to be hard running. He's going to go to the boundary. It's excellent work. Excellent work. That's Philander again there, running around from long on. So 2 to the score. That gets them past their 50. 50 coming off 8.1 overs.
लेकिन यूजिन आखिरी 2 ओवर हैं इनिंग्स के कैप्टन महमूद अभी भी क्रीज पे हैं काफी 2 क्रूशल ओवर होंगे देखें
They've clocked that again. Yeah, there comes the running. Here comes Mahmoud Peterson again. And that is 4 runs of 2.
And that's much better from the batting team. Good running from them. 2 twos off the first 2 deliveries of the over. They've set it up nicely now. It's how they're going to finish it, the 9th over. Such a crucial over when you're either setting a target or you're actually chasing.
This time he goes, or wanting to go over extra cover, and that is simple as you like from Kai Curran. And that's another one that perishes. And that time it is Messina that has to depart the scene.
Just trying to play that forcibly out on the offside and just not getting any of it. And Kai Curran, as you say, simple as you like, takes his second catch. That's another Wolf 7-7-7 wicket. And that's 7 down now, the Vipers.
Yeah, this always seems to be some good running between the wickets with a couple of twos, a good boundary here and there. And then the next ball or next couple of balls, they lose a wicket. It's just been almost a procession here, and that's something I know the coach would not be happy with. And as I'm told, it is the older brother, the older Pringle, Sergio Pringle, now making his way out to the middle. Oh, his strike rate needs to be up at above 160. Then we're talking, Tian. Then we're talking.
Yeah, he is going to have to score a few more runs as well in this innings over the next 9 deliveries if he's going to want to do anything to help his team to get a total that's going to be defendable. You just sense with the batting lineup that we know the Saints have got today, it's going to be very hard to defend anything about 70 or below.
I'm going to go on about this again. It's probably got nothing to do with this game here, Cape Fox. But again, we have a batter taking their time to get out to the middle. We've been seeing this throughout this tournament. There is things in place there. There's rules and regs and bylaws, etc. They just got to get out there as quickly as possible. It just helps getting the game going. It's T10 cricket after all. That's dropped. That is dropped. Christian Orbos, if you can't take it off your own bowling, unfortunately, lad, that's dropped.
Yeah, let's have a look at that one again. It's a good angle to see it, and it just is played back to him, and he doesn't get down well enough to get there, and he's going to be mortified about that himself, I'm sure.
Excellent work there by Fabian. No, apologies, not Fabian. I'm getting his name wrong, Farrell. That's great stuff, Farrell. Excellent camera work to see that drop catch.
Yeah, really good stuff, and really this production, we can only compliment the guys behind the scenes. We sure you will agree with us, and those of you that have been watching.
That is carved back with a point, but there is a sweeper in place. Oh, that ball has been thrown way over. Oh, I must say, Kluti moved all right there. Managed to stop the overthrow. But again, let me just get this right. Farrell, excellent work there on that drop catch, just to give us that pictures. And to everybody out there, Eric and the team, Tian and the team. Oh, it's been sterling work, guys.
देखिए यूजिन देखना होगा कौन आखिरी ओवर करेंगे यहाँ पे आई थिंक एनीथिंग क्लोज टू अगर 70 रन्स एटलीस्ट अगर विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की जानब से हो सकता है तो थोड़ा सा कंपैरेटिव हो जाएगा दोनों की तरफ से
70
around I mean they're already on 55 so it's in the last over so let's see how they finish.
I think this is where James and myself are going to come in. I think nothing less than 80 would have been half decent compared to not 70 for me, but what the team in green have to do, they're going to have to come out and bowl very, very well. They've got to take the half chances. Yep. They can't have a drop catch. They've got everything that can go right for them in the field, has to go right for them in the field, for them to have any chance here in this one. Because as we said at the top of the show, this Saints team, it is fully loaded today.
Yeah, it certainly would be for them an opportunity if they can get to 70. They might feel like they've got something to defend, but it isn't going to be enough. The conditions here, the outfield is playing so much better. The conditions on the pitch as well have not shown us anything that you could be too worried about. And it isn't going to be, just sense it isn't going to be enough. But let's see what they have got in store. Mahmoud Peterson on strike.
That is cloth. You have to go for 2. You have to go for 2, Mahmoud Peterson. Get your skates on, boy. There's a throw. Oh, the throw was a little bit wide, but he had to turn, and he turned very quickly there.
Yeah, well done by the captain to get back on strike. He knows he's got to take every single one of the next 5 deliveries to make sure that they can maximize this last over.
After that 2 runs, it's deep breath because he's sucking those air there. He is sucking air there, Mahmoud Peterson. Anyway, this is what he's got to do. Now then, 5 balls to go. Again, there's a little bit of traffic cop out there, and I mean, this is not helping the whole process here. And I think this is something that we just need to look at in going forward in tournaments. It's been 50 minutes, folks, for 10 overs. And I just think that's one of the things we just need to look at as well. But anyway, 5 balls to go. Here's a dot. There is a dot. And look at the zip on that. Now, yep. I think if you're a seamer there of the Vipers, you will look at that delivery and see, look at that ball skid through. And we haven't seen much of them because of the amount of spinners we've seen. But look at this ball zip. And I said this at the start. Look at that zip through, and it sort of goes through a lot quicker than you expect, just with that grass covering that it's on there.
Yeah, and if you're hitting the right lengths, it's making it really difficult for the batter. We saw a bit earlier on with that.
Big hit. Has it gone all the way? It's gone huge. Mahmoud Peterson again with a little bit of a cameo here for his team.
देखिए यूजिन, जैसे मैंने बोला ये ओवर बहुत क्रूशल होने वाला है और इसी के साथ ही देखिए महमूद ने चार्ज किया वहाँ पे और एक लंबा छक्का हेल्प किया अपनी टीम को. अभी भी 3 बॉल्स बाकी हैं. देखिए कैसा फिनिश करेंगे गेम यहाँ पे.
Well, that's the 3rd maximum of the innings, just to go with the 1-4 that they've hit. So just goes to show boundaries have been at an absolute premium for them. They just have not been able to get the ball anywhere near the boundary as often enough as they would want to.
Well, how's this field? Fine leg and third. Oh, sorry, mid-off and mid-on up in the ring. That will give us time. That dot ball will give us time to go through this field. Right, so now then, they've got a fine leg on the boundary. They've got a deep square on the boundary. They've got a man at the deep mid-wicket on the boundary. Now, for me, you will not be seeing this ball full of length, because if it is, the men at mid-off and mid-on, they are not going to catch anything bar cold out there. So I would tell Mahmoud Peterson here, set yourself for a short or a back-of-length ball here, because this is where it potentially is going to go, just based on what we see on this field.
Yeah, 100%.
There it is. Oh, it's just going to be one, though. It's just going to be one. Oh, yeah, what do I know? What do I know? It's come back for 2.
Yeah, it's good work by the Vipers. They're very alert to the opportunity as the throw came in. It was pretty poor from the man in the deep, it must be said.
Very much so. So he's gone straight there, Dickinson. So he doesn't want to give any width. So he double bluffed me there. So he went a little bit full, but he went straight. Oh, that was there, I tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why Mahmoud Peterson was looking there. He just had to go straight over these guys, yeah. It was a length ball.
It was a length ball. He was given the opportunity, but he'd set himself to play that ball square on the leg side. As he's done every ball this over, is what he tried to do.
देखिए जेम्स, जितना भी इनिंग्स उन्होंने खेला है 16 balls, most of the balls उन्होंने खेला है पीछे की जानिब. एक मतलब फिर लास्ट बॉल देखें कैसा फिनिश करेंगे यहाँ पे.
Oh, it's a dot ball, and that is going to finish the innings here. And this has been a very, very good display by the Saints in restricting the Vipers to clickety-click. 66 for 7. Cape Fox, what do we make of that?
Yeah, well, I would think it's just not enough. And they really struggled throughout the innings, and we've seen this happen in a number of matches. When you lose wickets early in the power play, you don't get off to that good start with the fielding restrictions, and you're sitting at where they were sitting at 5 overs, 26 for 4, already under the pump because they've lost 4 wickets. Makes it very difficult to get a competitive score.
I just feel it was such a chance for them to really set the tone, but it never started well. They lost Sammy with the very first ball of the innings, and then it was sort of a procession as well. Fahad Khan, he went. Tomlinson, he looked good for his 17. Rana, he departed the scene. It was, out of the first 4 wickets, 4 of them were soft wickets. 2 run-outs and 2 balls that the players or batters could have really done well with. But it's been an excellent display with the ball there. Hope that Ezra Kluti, he's okay. He only bowled the 1 over because he got a little bit of an ankle injury there as well. But then that was filled in there by Ismail Prince, who bowled an over that just went for 11. I say just because he's a keeper of note as well. And this is the match summary. It's going to be the Saints. That's going to require 67 runs. And that potentially is going to take them into the playoffs. And Louis, let's view some of the highlights that took place there in that first innings.
I'm here with Sergio Pringle from the Victoria Vipers. And Sergio, you're going to be batting today on this first on this surface. How are you feeling about that?
We're feeling good. We've got a pretty good team here out today. So, yeah, hopefully each one can come off today.
It's a really important game for you guys today. Win it, and you pretty much assured of being in the playoffs.
Yeah, look, we're not worried about playoffs and that. But yeah, I think we need to win today and tomorrow, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, it will be an interesting clash with the Saints today. They need to win this game as well to get into the playoffs, so a real crunch match.
Yeah, no, definitely it's going to be a good battle out in the middle, with both teams wanting it and hungry for it. So, yeah, I think there'll be some good entertainment today.
Well, thank you very much for that. Wish you all the best for the match.
Thanks. All right.
Thank you. We've got Kai Curran here from the Strandfontein Saints. Morning, Kai.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. And you feeling good ahead of today's game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a must-win game for us, obviously. Had a little bit of a bad run of form lately with the lads. But yeah, we just focused on executing our plans and hopefully coming away with a W.
You're bowling first on this wicket is a new surface. So you're feeling confident that you'll be able to restrict the opposition?
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of moisture in the surface as well. So I think if we're going to get anything out of it, it'll be in the first session this morning. So we're happy to chase.
I wish you all the best for the match ahead.
Thanks,
and
man.
thank you. Thank you very much. That's all from the discussion with the players.
There we have it, the match to follow here, folks, at 1:30 p.m. It is the Strandfontein night, sponsored by World 777. They are up against the Solomon Strikers, who are sponsored by Winfair 247. The Strikers still have an outside chance still to get it to playoffs. It's in their own hands. For the Knights, their tournament is sort of done and dusted. They can't get into any playoff berth whatsoever. That is the log as you see it, and the significance of this is number 3 playing number 4 there, the Vipers playing the Saints. Both of these men or teams are on 6 points as we see, but after that first innings that we've seen there, Cape Fox, certainly advantage must go to the Saints, and if they get up to 8 points, they would be assured of a berth in the playoffs.
Yeah, it is the Saints that have got the advantage going into this second innings here. And they are the ones that we feel have got the best opportunity. But it just takes a few early wickets potentially as we look at the best bowlers and 2 Durbanville Dynamos players at the top of the list. But that man, Wally Khan, you can't keep him out of the game either. He's got 7 wickets from just his 3 performances so far. And he and Robin Creel for the Vipers have been really instrumental in getting them to 6 points so far. And it is Wally Khan playing today. I don't think that Robin Creel is playing today.
No.
So it can be interesting to see how that pans out. But yes, you're right, Eugene, it doesn't look with this Saints lineup. You just don't sense that they're going to struggle to get this score, 67.
Yeah, it's, I just don't know. Like the outset, let's just say that, and we fairly front up about that. The Vipers need to bowl extremely well if they are to defend that 66 that they got to. They've got to bowl well. They've got to field like Trojans. They've got to take any half opportunity that's gifted to them. Yeah. I mean, let's not get this wrong. I mean, guys like Kai Curran and Chippendale as well, they will give you a chance, but they are good players as well. And if they do give you a chance, you have got to grab it, not just by one hand, but with both.
Yeah, you've got to make sure they're going to get into this order of the Saints early if they can. Very much what happened with the earlier innings where Shami van Wyk got a first baller, and it is going to be Kai Curran, Ishmael Prince. Yeah. They're going to be opening the batting for the Saints, and that is a powerhouse opening partnership. And you just know that they will have been discussing in the change room and saying, just let's keep our wickets in hand early on, play the shots if we need to. Will be interesting to see if they do exactly that.
I mean, look at who they still got to come. They got Chippendale still to come. They got Olbohoza. They even got the likes of Rory O'Brien still to come. I mean, they are just loaded with players today, batters that can potentially do a job for them. The total is something that the captain did say at the toss that he wanted to restrict them to something that they can chase easily here and work on their net run rate, because that is also on the back of their heads here, that net run rate issue. You want to win well. Both goes for both teams here, but in terms of the team in green, for them it's quite simple. They have to make sure of a victory to get them assured a place in the playoffs. They might, again, as I said, have a chance tomorrow. For the Saints, it is a win that they have to get under their belt themselves to keep it in their own hands and not look over their shoulders.
देखें यूजीन मैं समझता हूं कि स्कोर्स इतना काफ़ी नहीं है विक्टोरिया की जानिब से, लेकिन स्कोर्स ऑन द बोर्ड ऑलवेज देखें प्रेशर क्रिएट करता है. तो अगर अर्ली ऑन अगर विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स को 1-2 विकेट मिल जाती है अर्ली ऑन, एंड यू नो द गेम कैन बी चेंज्ड हियर. और देखें क्या फिनिश करते हैं विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स. अगर ये जीतते हैं, आज की इनको जीत मिलती है, तो ये सीधा क्वालिफाई कर सकते हैं इजीली.
Wow, Akil Abbas, Cape Fox, Akil Abbas, left arm swinger.
Yep.
Will it swing?
Yeah, that is the question. We haven't seen any swing on offer yet today, but we've only seen 2 pacers bowling, and it may well do. Akil Abbas is a very accomplished left-arm seamer. He's done well in the tournament so far from what we've seen, but look at that Kai Curran numbers. 60, the highest score in the tournament so far. strike rate over 200.
180?
Yeah, it's outstanding stuff. And he is going to be a key wicket. You just sense that they can get him early, put the skids under them early, a couple of wickets, maybe there's just a chance. But, yeah, it's going to be a big maybe.
Okay, James, as you say, maybe Akil Abbas, left armour.
Oh, there's the old clip. He gets the ball onto the pads. And look at this ball is racing away on this outfield. And we said at the pitch report, this outfield is getting quicker. That ball picked up speed as it went. It was just a little bit of a flick of the legs. Look here. On it goes. The timing to perfection. And Kai Curran, he's away.
Oh, the comparison between the two first balls is very interesting, isn't it? Absolutely chalk and cheese. I think the Vipers was the chalk and the Saints are the cheese, if we look at it in this instance.
बहुत ही शानदार पैड पे बॉल किया अकील अब्बास ने. देखें विकेट्स को अटैक करते हैं अर्ली ऑन. बहुत ही शानदार और अटैकिंग बैट्समैन है काई करन. क्या बॉल करेंगे अकील अब्बास काई करन को?
That is not where to bowl at your pace, Akil Abbas. That's the second boundary, and the intent by the Saints is there for all to see. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yeah, and this is really not the start that the Vipers would have wanted, and he just he's got such good hands, Kai Curran. Just those wrists keeping that ball exactly where he wanted it, over the infield and down to the boundary for 4. And that has, I think, going to bring about a change, is it, in the field? No, not yet. The two men that we do have out on the boundary are on the offside. There's a deep third and there's a man at deep cover. He's going to need to pitch this a bit further outside off stump.
He might pitch that outside off stump, but that is going to go for the third boundary. 4, 4, 4. Yeah, to Kai Curran and the Saints.
Are marching in on this stage. They're marching into the playoffs if it carries on going like this. 12 off the first 3 balls. My goodness, Kai Curran.
Wow, what a start by Saints and Kai Curran. 3 balls early on. 4, 4, 4. अकील अब्बास अच्छे स्किल्स बॉलर है, लेकिन आपकी स्किल का पता चलता है अच्छे बैट्समैन के सामने. एंड आपका मुकाबला है बहुत ही अच्छे बैट्समैन और बहुत ही शानदार बल्लेबाज इस टूर्नामेंट के काई करन, जिनका स्ट्राइक रेट ऑलमोस्ट 180 है. बॉल नंबर 4.
That's what happens. That's what happens. You need to dish it up there. And I've just been told, let us get this permutations right here. Okay, a win for the Saints. The only thing that's guaranteed is the fact that the Dynamos will be playing the Tigers. That is the only thing that we do know in. There's still places up for grabs. For me, and that is my call, not the production or anybody, I still feel if the Saints win here comfortably, I think they might have just done enough to get through the playoffs. Still going to depend on one or two things as well. And then the Vipers, they need a win tomorrow. But yeah, this game is still not done. But what a start for the Saints. And that is going to go to point. They're going to come through for the single. 1 ball to go. And finally, Ismail Prince, who's been watching the carnage from the other side, he's going to be facing his first ball.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better opening over so far if you were in the Saints dugout. It's been everything they could possibly have wanted. And Curran looking in form and ominous at the moment.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the other team that will be rooting for the Saints here are the Tigers, because we know that if the Saints do win, they are guaranteed a couple of goes to seeing if they can get into the final.
दूसरे ओपनर सेंस की जानिब इस्माइल प्रिंस, काई करन के पार्टनर. लास्ट बॉल अकील अब्बास, राइट हैंड को.
Full ball that he misses there. So that is gonna be the end of that first over. Now, here's a question for you. There's nothing in this pitch that I can see that would say untowards that yes, the bowlers will be on top or the batters will be. It's just been a good cricketing wicket.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it, and the ball is coming on to the bat better than perhaps we thought. There is still a little bit of tennis ball bounce, so don't bowl short on this pitch. Otherwise, you're going to see some of those batters that are going to add to their accounts there. And Kai Curran, he's just had his figures updated, 136, I think it's 136 runs, and he is likely in this innings to perhaps overtake Daniel Lartigan at the top of that list as a new bowler. It's going to be coming in from the Taj 777 end for the Vipers, and that's going to be Shami van Wyk. So he didn't make an impact with the bat. Let's hope for the Vipers' sake he can do it with the ball.
Yeah, exactly, James. इतना अच्छा स्टार्ट नहीं था विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के ओपनर शामी van Wyk. देखें क्या आप अपनी बॉलिंग के साथ अच्छा स्टार्ट देख सकते हैं अपनी टीम को.
Yeah, he's going to be bowling to Kai Curran. Really excellent left-handed batter, Kai Curran.
Oh, don't do it to him. Don't be doing that to him, James. Let him be. Let him be. Let it be. Words of wisdom. Just let it be.
देखें यूजिन, ये बहुत अच्छा मुकाबला होने वाला है यहाँ पे. शामी van Wyk, Kai Curran.
Got the inside there. See, you need to, just let it be, James. Just let us sit here and watch. Just watch it. A good start there by Sammy, hitting his straps, and that has been there. And what an excellent board that is, with the TV, with the screen in the middle there, and with all the sponsors on the side of that, the team sponsors, and of course our main sponsor, Taj 777, sitting right on top of that. Excellent work there by all the sponsors and all concerned.
Yeah, Shami van Wyk, he's able to bowl a heavy ball, as they say. A big, strong man. This kind of pitch will probably suit him.
Well, he's trying. He's definitely trying in, but that is one for the over. So now then, where are you going to go now? It's a very interesting ball bowl, that I have to say. When you don't have a deep square out there or your fine legs in the ring.
Yeah, it is interesting that the line of attack, they still have those two men out on the offside for the right-hander at third and deep cover.
Looked like that was just a little bit of pace off that. Bayumi comes flying in. Through for a single, though. This has been a tidy over by Sammy van Wyk. Now then, maybe I put a mockers on him here, because it's halfway through. He's over. Kai Curran on strike. Let's see. He's got a deep mid-wicket on the boundary. Where's the second one out? That's at long on.
Shami van Wyk, over की चौथी बॉल. अच्छा ओवर so far. सिर्फ 2 ही रन्स कंसीड किए हैं.
Oh, he's got the wicket. Sammy van Wyk has got the wicket. He's bowled a good line. He's bowled a good length. He's hit this pitch nice and hard. He's got high fives all about. That has brought about a Wolf 7-7-7 wicket moment. And there's the big one, Kai Curran.
Yeah, he just goes for it to play it over that ring field on the offside. And it's the double bluff that's done for Kai Curran there. Just swings the arms without any real movement of the feet towards the ball, and he gets that outside edge, and that's a big wicket.
देखें जेम्स, आप सेलिब्रेशन से समझ सकते हैं कितना इम्पोर्टेंट विकेट था काय करन का विक्टोरिया को. और दैट मैन शमी van Wyk, बहुत ही अच्छी लाइन के साथ बॉलिंग ऑफ स्टंप पे. काय करन हिट लगाने की कोशिश थी वहां पे, लेकिन सीधा कीपर के हाथ में. एंड बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग शामी van Wyk की तरफ से, और उनको विकेट मिला.
Christian Orbal's making his way to the middle to join Ismail Prince, and that is a massive wicket. But like, as I said, one big gun depart, the other one comes in following him, striking at 160. He had a good innings the other day with the bat. That was against the Tigers. They just couldn't get over the line. A different makeup of team here they find themselves with here, the Saints.
Yeah, certainly. Oberholzer was the key batter in that innings against the Tigers, and is able to, if he can, set out his stall, and him and Prince can just see themselves through this power play without really too much more damage. Then you just sense, again, it's still advantage to the Saints, but that wicket certainly will have rocked them back.
2 balls to go in the second over. They're still ahead, very much ahead of the game here, the Saints. And one feels that the Vipers, apologies, they have to really try and do everything they can. I said they have to bowl well. They have to take every opportunity that will be presented to them. All balls on strike. That is clipped fine. Got away with that on Sammy van Wyk with fine leg in the ring.
देखिए यूजिन यहाँ पे करना क्या होगा विक्टोरियाज को फील्डिंग sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll just wait for Kashif to get his cough sorted out. You're right.
Might get some water. You need some water.
देखिए यूजिन यहाँ पे फील्डिंग बहुत क्रूशल होने वाली है. शामी फन वेक का आखिरी बॉल.
It's going to be up and over, easy as you like. And look at the area that Ismail Prince looked. He's looking straight. He's looking to hit the ball from whence it's come. And he's picked this up beautifully.
Yeah.
And look at that there. Just a lovely flow of the bat. Good hands to it. And it actually, in fact, it's gone all the way.
Eugene, for me, shot of the day. क्या खूबसूरत long off की जानिब छक्का शमी फन वेक को खूबसूरत shot pause किया cameraman को.
Yeah, it really was a good shot and has very stable base that he played that from. Saw in the Vipers innings, just trying to play that shot, but perhaps trying to play it too much across the line, where he just played through the line of the ball there beautifully.
100% there, 100% Cape Fox. It's still going to be Akil Abbas to bowl, but the cameraman that picked up that 6, kudos to you. It was a great pick, watching that ball sail over the boundary. It's still going to be the left arm seamer Abbas.
देखिए इंटरेस्टिंग यूजिन अकील अब्बास एक मरतबा फिर अपना सेकंड ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं.
Yeah, he's got a man out on the leg side. In fact, 2 men are both out on the leg side, so you sense he's going to be targeting the stumps here. Got the man at deep fine leg on the boundary, and a man at deep mid wicket.
So how do you explain that with 2 men out on the leg side, and he bowls it right across him? In fact, it went so far across him, was it given as wide? No, it was just that far wide outside the off stump.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I mean, doesn't have the protection out on the offside in the deep, so it doesn't really make sense from that point of view. Got away with it this time. Oberholzer might not be so generous next time.
It's a ball that's back of the length. It's just going to be the one. It's not swinging, and that's the thing there. Akil Abbas, he is a man that normally or usually swings the ball, and it's not swinging out there at all today.
I think idea यहाँ पे महमूद की जानिब से था कि दोनों ही राइट हैंड बैट्समैन हैं, तो क्या चांस ले सकते हैं यहाँ पे. अकील अब्बास को दोबारा लेके आए दूसरे ही ओवर में.
Oh, that's all coming out here. It is all coming out here. Ismail Prince. I mean, Abbas hasn't got a great deal of pace behind him, and he just says, no, I'll just reverse lap you here with 3rd man in the ring. As well executed. The important thing about that shot was look how still his head was when he executed that shot, and how still he was. Created a good strong base as well, and just watched it onto the bat. Well executed.
Yeah, head right over the shot when he played it, and it almost seemed like it was nonchalantly done.
Oh, slower ball, Abbas. Oh, can you Adam and Eve it? It lands in no man's land, and no one was willing to put a dive in there. One feels every half opportunity. That was a half opportunity, surely.
Yeah, it just hung in the air for a tantalizingly long time, didn't it? Before it went down in between those 2 fielders. Very lucky Prince to get away with that one.
Again, James, ये काफी नुकसान हो सकता है विक्टोरिया को. इस्माइल प्रिंस बहुत ही अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं.
Here's a question for you, James. And we saw this in their last outing. for the Vipers. They didn't bowl spin, but I think everyone to a man, their seamers were bowling cutters and slow balls. I got the fancy after looking at the previous ball there by a bus. I think if you're the seamer and you're looking at that, you say, right, I think this is the way we got to go on this pitch. Let's take the pace off. Let's bowl a little bit of cutters into the surface. Let's see if it grips. Let's see if it turns. You certainly get some bounce. Or they'll just bowl a normal frontline spinner.
Just able to tickle that into the leg side and just off the pad, actually. And Eugene, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it is certainly not a wicket that's going to assist the seamers at all. It's we've seen some purchase on the surface earlier on when we saw the Saints bowl with their spinners. So if they have got the skills to execute it, which we've seen, Akil Abbas definitely does have. He's finished his 2 overs now, but we are going to see the pace or seam for most of this innings. That will be the way to go. You've got to make the batter make the pace off the ball, and that was what was so successful in the Saints innings. The batter's not able to actually make that pace off the ball, and they only got 1 boundary, 4 and 3 sixes.
And I was very surprised he didn't go again to slower ball or cutters there, Abbas, to even finish the over. Now then, Wali Khan, I think it was in 3rd position that he finds himself there in the leading wicket takers. He's currently found himself on 7 wickets, and I think the team in green and that man standing next to him, Mahmoud Peterson, will want him to be taking some more. And I don't know how much the players even watch the game as well and see what they potentially going to do, and especially when you got the chance when it's your turn to bowl, see what the other team has done quite well. That's another seam-up delivery that has been hit onto the onside. They're going to come back for 2 here.
यूजीन वली खान नए बॉलर विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की जानब से गोल्डन आर्म आमद से, क्योंकि उन्होंने पहले 2 मैचेस में क्या शानदार बॉलिंग उन्होंने की. एक मैच में 4 विकेट, दूसरे मैच में 3 विकेट, और एक मरतबा फिर यहाँ पे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ आए हैं. क्या ये ब्रेक थ्रू दिला सकते हैं विक्टोरिया को?
Well, the first ball was a seam up. There's a slow one. There's a slow one. That didn't take too long.
No, not at all. And just played out into the offside. But just no, Wali Khan's going to have to take a breakthrough here. He's going to have to get a breakthrough. He's going to need to take a wicket in this, his first over, just to stem that flow of runs. 30 for 1 it was at the end of the power play against 17 for 2. So they're batting at over 10 and over.
Let's not forget, the Saints need to win. If they win this game, they have to do it well. Their net run rate is an issue. So that is one aspect of their game or their game plan that they really need to look at here. It's not just about winning. They have to win extremely well here. There's another cutter. There is another cutter. Oh, and that's gone for 4. Can you believe it? It has gone for 4. It was a cutter. I think it really moved in. Back into the right hand of that.
Yeah, let's look at that again, and it did. It cut in viciously, hit him on the thigh pad, and so unlucky there for Wali Khan and for the Vipers that went down to the boundary. You know, things are going your way. They're going your way, aren't they?
Definitely. But again, Cape Fox, look at the purchase on the deck again.
Yeah, it really is a good wicket if you have got that purchase.
Wow, chance, definitely a chance. It's going to land. Can you believe it? That fielding position called no man's land once again. I mean, there's the teapot out. I mean, Wali Khan, what else must he do? He bowled a good ball, the ball before. It was a cutter, hit the thigh pad, went for 4, went for a slower ball. Ball got hit up in the air, and nobody wants to take the chance.
Yeah, Eugene has got it all. क्या शानदार बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं वली खान. जैसा कि मैंने बोला कि गोल्डन आर्म है विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के बॉलर.
Seam up that time, seam up. And yeah, we expected this is going to be a lot of change-ups, a lot of mixing and a lot of variations. I mean, who would want to be a coach, Cape Fox? I mean, really, you sit there and you got nothing. You can't do anything other than wait for over number 5. We can go on and have a quiet word But I know my man Sadiq, he's not going to have a quiet word. He's going to be laying it out there for him because this is a golden opportunity for them.
Yeah, another slower ball, and that's just bunted out more into the leg side than anything else. And that actually was a very good over from Wally Khan. Perhaps a little bit unfortunate that he didn't get any kind of breakthrough. But has gone for, I think, 9 in the end. But it was a good over. That actually went for 10, sorry, in the end.
Yeah, of which 4 doesn't go on his figures. We'll be happy about that. But anyway, that's 4 overs gone. Scores 40 for 1. I leave you now in the capable hands of Kasif to take us through this over. That's going to take us through to the Golf Ticket strategic timeout. That's the equation, 27 from 36. Kasif, all yours.
Thanks, Eugene. League sponsor, main sponsor, Taj 777 presents ताज टी10 वो कौन होगा असली एनिमल इस गेम में और पहली मर्तबा हमें स्पिन दिखने को मिलेगी और ये कैप्टन हिमसेल्फ महमूद पीटरसन पहली मर्तबा इस इनिंग में और आई थिंक इस मैच में स्पिन दिखने को मिलेगी महमूद पीटरसन की जानिब से। आई थिंक उन्होंने रियलाइज किया यहाँ पे कि कुछ है इस विकेट पे। देखें आइडिया यहाँ पे ये होगा, अब क्रूशियल विकेट्स निकालनी होगी कहीं और डॉट बॉल्स। ओह पहला ही बॉल स्पिन हुआ।
Come lads, behind Megs. Come boys. It's a leggy. Behind Maggie here.
Oh, he did that. No, he did that.
Catch it.
एक मरतबा फिर सीधा किया फील्डर के हाथ में और ये विकेट मिला महमूद पीटरसन को। वाओ क्या शानदार चेंज किया अपनी चेंज किया यहाँ पे इन्होंने अपनी बॉलिंग को और सीधा अब फील्डर के हाथ में विकेट मिलेगा। देखें विकेट्स निकालनी होगी यहाँ पे, इनको डॉट बॉल्स करने होंगे, बहुत क्रूशल होगा यहाँ पे। इतना रन्स नहीं है बोर्ड पे। इस्माइल प्रिंस यंगस्टर अच्छे बैट्समैन, शानदार बारी खेली इन्होंने, अच्छे शॉट्स भी लगाए। नए बैट्समैन जोशुआ चिपेंडल 29 रन्स हाईएस्ट है इनका एवरेज। अच्छा एवरेज स्ट्राइक रेट थोड़ा सा बढ़ाना होगा, लेकिन एक ही मैच खेला है इन्होंने। क्या बारी खेलेंगे यहाँ पे दूसरे बैट्समैन क्रिश्चियन क्रीज पे मौजूद, थोड़ा सा क्वाइट है नजर आ रहे हैं वहां पे। 8 बॉल्स पे 6 रन्स, 34 बॉल्स एंड 26 रन्स नीडेड। स्कोर्स इतना नहीं है बोर्ड पे, लेकिन यहाँ पे लेकिन कुछ भी हो सकता है। क्रिकेट इज ऐसे ही फनी गेम है ये। महमूद पीटरसन आई थिंक थोड़ा सा लेट लेके आए अपने आप को, लेकिन अच्छा चेंज था वहां पे। एक मरतबा फिर पहले ही बॉल पे जोशो हिट करने की कोशिश थी वहां पे।
Good Megs. Come on, gents, come on.
कदमों का इस्तेमाल जोशो की जानिब, सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में प्रिंगल। दो रन्स का कॉल था जोशा की जानिब से। आई थिंक सेफ होंगे वहां पे। by far safe. यहाँ पे डॉट बॉल्स
Come Maggie.
बहुत क्रूशल है यहाँ पे. महमूद पीटरसन क्या अच्छा फिनिश करेंगे यहाँ पे. 32 balls, 24 runs needed. एक मरतबा फिर जोशुआ की जानिब और ये सीधा फील्डर की ऊपर सर के ऊपर से 6 रन आएगा. बहुत ही अच्छा पिकअप
Come Ego.
और उनके आंख में था 6 रन. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे जल्द से जल्द फिनिश कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर नेट रन रेट को देख रहे हैं सेंस के बैट्समैन. और व्हाई नॉट, सीधा बैट के साथ खेल दिया. फुल टॉस बॉल था महमूद की जानिब से. बहुत ही खराब फिनिश महमूद की जानिब से. 6 and 4 इन द ओवर. विकेट भी आया लेकिन बहुत ही शानदार फिनिश सेंस की बैट्समैन की जानिब से. और इसी के साथ ही टाइम आउट होगा. यहाँ पे हाफ टाइम पे जाएंगे. गल्फ टिकट से डीची
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी. अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ. ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई. आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं. जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल. अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ. गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स. और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है. आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में. बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए. अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting game for different sort of outcomes here. It is the Strandfontein Knights that's going to be up against the Solomon Strikers. That match happening at 1:30 local time here. The Strikers have still got it in their own hands here to try and force their way to the playoffs. Wow, what a game in prospect. But here we see there is Rana. He's going to see if he can sort of stem the flow. It's only 15 runs, is that? 15 runs still needed for victory here.
Yeah, it is not a lot of runs to play with if you are in the Vipers camp, and they certainly just didn't put enough on the board earlier on. It was good bowling, and particularly from the spinners there for the Saints. And we've seen that there is some grip and some purchase on this surface.
That is what it is all about now, folks. You'll still see shots. People might say, oh, they only need 14 from 30 balls. It's got nothing to do with that whatsoever. It is about winning this clinically to really get the net run rate in the affirmative, in the positives. Here's the sponsors again, all the team sponsors with the main sponsor, TARS. 777 on that board there. There he goes, back over the top again. It's just going to be one. It's just going to still remain one. And I think we're in for some bit of striking here in the remaining of this 13 runs still needed, because the Saints, they've identified, and they certainly look, they spoke about that at the Gulf Ticket strategic timeout. We want to win well here.
Yeah, and who better to hit that ball over the boundary for you than this man, Joshua Chippy Chippendale?
It's just hit down the ground. The running is hard. Look at the intent in the running here.
Yeah, it was a nice looking shot, wasn't it? Just back past the bowler for one. If it is in the arc, though, if it's anywhere where either of these two is going to be able to hit it, that is exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's the equation, but it's not about the 27 balls. It's just how quickly the Saints can win this game by scoring that remaining 12 runs. Slower ball. That is going to beat point, and that's going to race away to the boundary. 4 runs.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot. He made some room to try and play it on leg side, adjusted his shot at the last minute, and still played it beautifully down to the boundary for 4. That's excellent stuff from Oberholzer.
Beautifully played, beautifully put away. It was a slower ball, and we felt that the seamers hereof, the Vipers will be turning to a lot of cutters, a lot of slower balls. Just the 8 now needed. There's 2 balls left in this, the 6th over. It could all be done and dusted in this over, folks. And he smashed on and hit the stump. And it's just going to be a couple of runs. I mean, that 12th man is always there for every team, the stumps on the far side of the ground.
Very effective in this instance. That was a lovely, wasn't as lovely a shot as I thought it was in the beginning. Listen to me, lovely shot. Was a little bit of a hoik maybe, but he did manage to get it straight.
He did, yes. And they just be looking to clear her up. They want to finish us off. 1 ball still remaining here. Oh, he wanted to. Oh, look at Chippy. If you look at the non-striker there, look at Chippy. He thought that was in the arc. It's got to go. I mean, if you can get a side view at the non-strikers in here and look at the non-striking batter, Chippendale, he was like hands aloft there. He says, oh, come on, Oberholzer. That was in there to be moved.
Yeah, it was his head. We had the bat behind his head there. It was all happening for Chippy Chippendale. Now he's going to have the opportunity to hit the winning runs.
Those are
for
not
the
worms.
team.
What do you call that? I mean, they are going in different directions there.
That looks like it's a rocket or something going up on the second one there, the blue line.
Well, 6 needed. There are still 24 balls still remaining, but it's got nothing to do with that. It's all about the net run rate issue here, folks. This is what it matters. It's sad, significant elements to this game. It looks like the Saints, they have bagged this one. Now it's just a case, how quickly can they score the remaining 6 runs? This is going to be massive in the context of their net run rate. That is what it's all about. Smoke, just for 1 though.
Yeah, well picked up by the man at backward point. So 5 needed for victory, and it is Oberholzer that's going to be on strike.
देखिए यूजीन, जैसा आपने बोला कि नेट रन रेट यहाँ पे बहुत क्रूशल है, एंड दोनों ही टीम की जानिब से वो ट्राई कर रहे हैं सेंस कि जितना जल्दी फिनिश हो सके उतना ही अच्छा होगा उनके रन रेट को लेके. और वाइपर्स के बॉलर्स भी ट्राई कर रहे हैं कि जितना क्लोज लेके जाएं उतना अच्छा उनकी टीम के लिए भी होगा. अभी भी उनके हाथ में 1 गेम है क्वालिफायर्स के लिए.
That's up in the air. That's going to go all the way, is it? That's the ball game, folks. That is the ball game. As Christian Oberholzer hits that for a maximum all the way. And the Saints are marching on. They get the victory that they so needed. Now then, they're going to be playing the waiting game because it's all about the net run rate issue. And they're going to be looking at the strikers to come as well as tomorrow's games to see how that has finished or how have they done enough to force their way into the playoffs. What a game.
Yeah, it really has been a professional performance from the Strandfontein Saints today. They've put it together with the ball. They won the toss. They put the opposition into bat. They made it very difficult for them. And the spinners certainly came to the fore and did a very good job there. And they chased down these runs in just 6.2 overs, batting at over 10 and over. It's been a really good display from them.
Yeah, indeed, James. क्या खूबसूरत और शानदार बैटिंग एंड बॉलिंग परफॉर्मेंस सेंस की जानिब से. बहुत ही अच्छा पिच रीड किया सेंस के कैप्टन कीनन मिचेल ने और उनके स्पिनर ने बहुत ही अच्छा उनको स्टार्ट भी दिया मिडल के ओवर में और कंफर्टेबल विक्ट्री सेंस की जानिब से.
There we have that match summary, and it has been a convincing victory here. But it's all about the next slide we are about to see, folks. It's all about this. We know the Dynamos, they will play the Tigers in qualifier 1. So that we know. The Strandfontein Saints, they forced their way up to 3rd position. Their net run rate, it is healthy at this stage, but the Vipers still got a game tomorrow against the Blasters, so they still got a point to prove there as well. The Masters, they can also get up there with a good win, but for now, it's going to be tight. It's all about the net run rate, folks. We still got very big games to come, games that could be very, very influential to see who makes the top 4. We now know that 2 teams are through. It's a case of the Saints, the Vipers, the Masters, as well as the Strikers. They can still play a part there as well in things to come there. Well, what can we say? We're going to go and take you through to the highlights of that second innings. Welcome back here to the post-match interview with the captains of match 25. It was the match here between the Victoria Vipers, who fell short against the Strandfontein Saints, and the Saints that moved to 3rd position on the log, and they've got to play a little bit of a waiting game. They might have done enough to get to the playoffs, but we wait to see at the conclusion of the tournament to see who gets into the top 4. I'm going to ask Mahmoud Peterson to join me. He's the captain there of the Vipers. Mahmoud, was not the start you wanted, losing a wicket with the very first ball of the innings.
Yeah, it was horrible, eh? Again, I don't think we actually gave ourselves a chance to sum up conditions quick enough. Actually, we were a bit too quick on it, like you said, first ball. And then obviously conditions started to change a bit. They were getting turned, we weren't getting turned. So I think the toss was vital as well.
Yeah, it was a very good toss for them to win. But as you said, you just didn't apply yourselves, your batters, especially in the way the conditions played.
You've been hearing it from me all tournament, adapt conditions first. So even though we lost the toss, the margin of the loss is too big. You know what I mean?
Well, you've got a chance again tomorrow. It's a vital game for you guys. A win would potentially take you through to the playoffs again, just depending on net situation. But now at least you got another game where you can try and make the right the wrongs of today.
It's basically a free game for us. Go all out, try to get the run rate up, and we'll take it from there.
Good luck today and all the best tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
That is the thoughts there of Mahmoud Peterson. I'm going to call on Keenan Mitchell. Apologies. Great toss to win, though. Must be said at the start of the game as well. But however, you guys really performed well with the ball.
Yeah, bowlers, our spinners did a nice job there for us. Getting a wicket of the first ball of the game has helped us a lot, the momentum, so very happy.
Just shows when the big guys come back in for you, they just lift the team as well, and the performance was really good in total.
Yeah, they make a big difference in the team. Experienced players as well, and they just boost the morale of the team as well.
Just looking on the outset of that second innings there, the way you guys batted, you definitely had the net run in your mind, didn't you?
No, definitely. So now, like you said earlier, we play the waiting game now, so we had it in consideration also, so we needed that.
Well, we see the big guns for that as well, if you guys do make it.
No, definitely.
Well done today.
Thank you, sir.
That is the thoughts there of Kieran Mitchell there, the captain of the Saints. Now then, there's still a lot of games to come here. Games that's going to depend on who's going to make that playoff berth. All we know for certain is that the Dynamos, they are going to be playing the Tigers in Qualifier 1 on Tuesday. For the rest, it's any one of a number of teams that can still get there. So join us again at 1:30 for the next clash here in the Taj. 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Kaaslias Anamal. Join us again soon.